working out perfectly and it's making me nervous. I've just been looking and looking and looking for years, and why am I crying? I just like don't even have the words. I'm just so overwhelmed with like gratitude. I never ever thought this would actually happen, and there's so many moving parts, but I feel like it's safe to say that we are actually moving now, and it's definitely a putting the cart before the horse situation. Like, there are so many things we're gonna have to do on the back end of it, but I think that it's happening because I'm at Home Depot and I'm gonna get some moving boxes right now, and I'm just speechless. Like, if you know me at all or any of my family situation, you know this has been years and years in the making and something I've been trying to make happen for so long. I never wanted to stay in Texas. I only moved here for my job back in 2016, so it's almost been a full decade. But then I married a Texas boy, and he didn't want to leave. And I guess I shouldn't say that. He doesn't love DFW either. It's not even Texas that I don't like. It's Dallas-Fort Worth area, because it's just so industrialized and so overpopulated. The traffic is so bad. Everywhere you look, there are warehouses being built. There is planes in the sky everywhere. There's trains, there's cars, there's trucks. It's just so industrialized, which is good in a sense because there's a lot of job opportunities here for people, which is what moves people here, but we don't need that. And I want my boys to grow up in like a little more of a rural environment. So we're moving to Ohio, and it's not the area I grew up in. I don't think I could ever live in the area I grew up in. It was like the smallest town ever. Smallest, like literally so run down and just small. I mean, I have a lot of love for it, but just not somewhere I would want to live. So we're moving. It's about 30 minutes south of Cleveland, and it's where my brother, my sister-in-law, niece and nephews, and my mom live. 5 minutes from them. And oh my god, am I gonna cry? I just am so happy to be moving close to my mom. So back in 2021, when my son was like 2.5 months old, my mom had a really bad stroke, and she lost so much of herself and her ability, and she needs full care now. And that first year, we actually put an offer in on a home there because we were going to move to help her. And after we were under contract, the sellers backed out. And since then, I've just been looking and looking and looking for years, and why am I crying? I've just been looking for so long for houses, and I send them to my husband all the time, and they're never just quite right. And it's just such a big move. I mean, it's like 17 plus hours away, and it's such a big deal for him too. He's never really left here, and his parents are here, and I'm like, I feel really sad asking him to do it, but I think that I tried living here for a long time, and it's now, I guess, my turn to try up there and see how it works for our family. Anyways, I basically lived up there for the year after my mom's stroke with my brother, helping caretake for her. So I am familiar with the area, and I love the area. I look on Zillow like every single week. Every weekend I look to see what the new listings are. And there's been plenty of houses we've gone and looked at, like when we're in town, and my brother goes and looks for me all the time, but none of them have been quite right. And we came across this one, or I should say, my friend came across it and sent it to me when we were on our way to Florida a few weeks ago. And it was absolutely gorgeous on the outside, like 8 acres wooded, which is important because my husband wanted woods. 3 of his like things that he was really wanting were some acreage with woods, outbuilding, and a pond. And this property has a pond about eight wooded acres and 3 outbuildings. And then the house itself on the outside is like breathtaking. Like I don't even have words for how pretty it is. It looks like a Hallmark movie or like The Notebook or something. The inside is fully updated. It's not stuff that I would necessarily pick, so I'll probably make some changes whenever I can, but it's move-in ready, and it's very good quality and everything, so, which is huge because a lot of these houses on property are like insanely outdated, like would need a whole renovation, which is just not something I would want to do. I'm fine with like fixing things up as we go, but I don't want to have to like gut and renovate a home before moving in. So anyways, my friend sent it to me on our drive to Florida. I saw it and was like, wow, this is gorgeous, but like this isn't the time to send this to my husband. So I sent it to my brother and we talked about it, and we were like, oh, that's a nice house. Anyways, went on vacation, wasn't like thinking about it a ton, and then a few days into vacation, my mom had a pretty bad seizure when they were all like hanging out together, and my other brother ended up like having to do chest compressions on her, and she ended up going to the ER and having to be admitted for testing and everything. Long story short, she was okay. But it just, like, every time something like that happens, it just crushes me that, one, I'm not there for her because I know she wants me there for her, and two, that my brothers have to handle all of this stuff without me, and I'm so far away. And like after like so many little things like that happen where I like wish I was there so bad, and it's just really hard for me to fly there with the kids. I haven't flown alone with them actually at all. Whenever I just had Arlo, I flew up there all the time and would stay for like weeks at a time. That happened, and I just was like, I remember texting my husband that night and was like, I have to get up there. Like I have to move there. I can't do this anymore. And that was that. We went home and I was looking at houses still, and I kept going back to the house that my friend had sent me, and the photos like didn't do the inside justice. It almost looked like a really quick flip, like very like builder grade, you know, when people flip things quick and it's like all super gray and just like not nice quality. And then I started like zooming in on the photos and I was like, oh wait, maybe it's actually not like that, and the property is perfect and the outside is perfect, and like I was kind of selling myself on it. And then, so my brother and I were chatting. We also have a realtor. There's a girl that had helped us 4 years ago with our first home that we tried to buy, and she's been searching for us like on the side, like every so often we touch base, and she's just been like in our back pocket helping us all of this time. So I texted her because several times I've looked at homes and they've already like had multiple offers or like something crazy going on. So I texted her and was like, hey, do you know anything about this home? Like, blah blah blah. And it was still available. This is like after 2 weeks, and the price point is like amazing compared to so many of the homes we've looked at. So it's still available. She looks and she says, there's no offers on it. Do you want me and your brother to go take a look at it? So they go look at it, and he's like, this is by far the nicest house and property we've looked at since that first home you guys tried to buy. And I'm like, okay, amazing. So I gather all of my facts, literally made a PowerPoint for my husband and explained all of the reasons why we should try it, because he's like a big like hunting, fishing, outdoors guy. This backs up to a lake. It has a pond, it has woods, and it's just like a way more like outdoorsy lifestyle there. It's way more rural. And so I genuinely think he will really like the lifestyle there. And if it was somewhere that I thought he was gonna hate, I wouldn't be able to ask him to move unless it was like 100% urgent. But I really genuinely think he's gonna like the lifestyle there. So anyways, I presented him with everything and stressed him the heck out. But long story short, I guess I talked him into it because we put the offer in, it got accepted, and we went through inspections. We put our inspection requests in. Those have been settled and accepted. Our financing is through. So all we have to get through now is the appraisal, which should come back fine, and that's where we're at. So I'm gonna run in Home Depot now because I feel like it's safe to get some boxes. I'm trying to go through the kids' old clothes and box them up. So I guess we are moving to Ohio, and like I said, cart before the horse, we still own this house. We have zero idea how this is gonna work out, but we're meeting with a selling agent here soon, and I'm gonna talk to her and figure it all out. And then my husband's putting his transfer paperwork in, which takes a little while. So I think the boys and I will take everything up, and then he will come after this house is sold. So I don't know how it's gonna work out, but it will work out because I just feel so incredibly blessed and grateful that we've made it to this point. And there's just been so many moving parts, and yeah, so let's go get boxes. Okay, I heard that you should get more small boxes than you think, so I'm gonna get a bunch of those first and then go from there. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for now until I see what I have. I'm just getting back home with my boxes. I only got 9 of them because I don't even know like what I'm moving. Obviously clothes are gonna go in boxes, and then gosh, like I don't even know where to begin. I do not like moving, especially cross country is gonna be crazy because when I moved here I had like nothing to my name. I was 19 years old. I literally just had my clothes in the back and then hit the road and got everything when I got here. But a lot of our furniture is like 8+ years old and really beat up. I'll probably get rid of some of that and then get new when I get there. And so I've been just like browsing online at furniture, and I can't decide if I should like invest in nice quality things or just like get stuff from like Walmart and Target, because honestly their stuff is so cute and so inexpensive. Something I'm so excited about is there's a dining room, and typically I've always been like, why would I want a dining room? But I think that I'm gonna keep it as a dining room there because I think that I will be able to like host, like I'll be able to host holidays, I'll be able to have my family over. Like I said, I was 5 minutes from my brother, sister-in-law, niece, nephew, mom. But I have a second brother also, and he's probably a little closer to like an hour and a half away, and same with all of my like childhood friends because that's where our hometown area is. But they'll still obviously be coming over for stuff. And then my grandparents also live in the area. They're probably more like 40 minutes away, but they're over there all the time with my mom. I'm just like, I can't even stop smiling at the thought of like having my family over for a big family dinner. Like I just can't even, I've just never got to like spend time with them like this in my adult life. So the only place I've been an adult is here, and like trust me, there are people here that I love. We've made a really great community here, but it will just be so nice to be around my family. Like I don't have words for it, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like it's just comfort and home feeling to be around them. And my kids are obsessed with my brothers. Like they literally FaceTime every single day. It's just gonna be so special to watch them grow up with their uncles, like with them coming to their games, going to all their events and everything. And I get to be back in my niece and nephew's life too, which is awesome because they are literally teenagers now, and I want to be there before they are adults. So that's all I have on that. So I'm emotional, I'm excited, I'm scared, I am feeling unorganized, but mostly just like so grateful, so happy. And honestly, like it's a pinch me moment because without having social media as a job, we wouldn't have been able to pull this off at all. So like I literally was crying the other day thinking about how like this community on social media has just provided me with so much, and I really like can't even put into words how much of a dream job it is for me to be able to just share my life and my thoughts and connect with so many similar minded people and be able to provide for my family. I mean it's truly, I mean, I don't have words for it. It's truly a dream come true. So thank you guys so much for any support on my page. And also, if you have been on the fence about trying to jump into social media, just try it. Like I had no clue what I was doing when I started. If you scroll back to, I think it was 2022 when I first started on TikTok, embarrassing. The videos were so embarrassing. And you know what? Who cares? Like I just posted for fun with zero expectations, and it took a while, but I just grinded, and anyone can do it as long as you're consistent I mean, you don't need 1 million followers to be able to have this as an income for your family. So just, if you are on the fence about it, just know that it can bless your family and your life in so many more ways than I ever thought was possible. I'm so thankful for this, to be able to hopefully get back to my family, and hopefully it all goes well and everyone is happy there. You guys, I'm packing my bathroom, but I just posted a video that was like, oh, I have an announcement. We have a big life change going. Tell me why. Everyone already knew what it was. Like, I feel like moving is an obvious guess, but everyone's like, you're moving to Ohio. You're moving to be closer to your family. And for some reason, I didn't think people would like guess the Ohio part, because I guess if like you've been around for a while, you obviously know that I like spend a lot of time there, I'm from there, etc. But I don't feel like I openly talk about wanting to move there as much as I think about it, because I've always just like felt like it wasn't ever gonna happen. So I'm just surprised that everyone knew. Anyways, that's all. My bathroom is a mess. The amount of stuff I'm gonna be giving away, crazy. But I feel like the amount I am taking, it really isn't that bad. I'm hoping to fit it all in one box. Alright, here it is. This is all get rid of. Get rid of, 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 get rid of. So all I'm keeping is like this and this. Yeah. Just packed up our cookware, and this is what the kids have been doing in the meantime, but one mess at a time. And then, so I have 1, 2, 3 of these Costco things. This is all really heavy stuff, like bakeware, pots and pans, so I thought these would be good. And then I have this giant basket full of like odd socks that like don't have matches, and I'm gonna use them because I saw that it's a good idea to put over your glassware. So I'm gonna try that. Hi, cutie. You want your shoes on? Yeah. Because you're stepping in strawberries? Yeah. Let's get these out of the way for you. Are your feet dirty? Yeah. Hi. Hi. Okay, that worked really well. I'm gonna do it with all the glassware. The fact that I'm literally moving across the country in 2 weeks or less is like, I'm not able to comprehend it. And I think that I'm just gonna have to wait until last minute to do 98% of the stuff. But I did get some storage tote bags that I'm gonna use to at least pack some of my clothes that I'm not using at the moment, and try to get the house a little decluttered so that we can get it ready to be listed. The nice thing is like, I do have moving stuff lined up as far as like trailers and trucks, but my husband is gonna still be in this house while we go up there for a little bit, because his job hasn't transferred him yet. So anything like I leave behind, he can bring up or throw away or deal with. Kind of like putting it off on him. Oopsie. I know some insane people think InNOut is overrated, but I personally am obsessed, and I'm gonna be very sad to leave it. Obviously I didn't have one growing up, but my parents like lived in Arizona part-time since I was like a teenager. I'd get it every single time I went there. But here is my order. I get something different like every time. Today I got regular fries, and then I got a double protein style with the whole onion but grilled, except where is it? And then I get a bunch of sides of the peppers. You got to take a bite of the burger and then a bite of the pepper if you like spicy. It is so good. I'm gonna eat this, and then I just had my follow-up for my nose, and he said I can come back anytime I'm in town next year, because I told him about moving. And then so I'm gonna go home and do some packing and work on closets because I don't have any boxes. So this is a random little moving find, but I did get these how do you even open this thing? I did get these photo storage things because I had like bins and bins full of photos that I have printed, and it is so nice. I got 2 of them. This one's not all the way full, but it's gonna be really nice to store them in for moving, and then I'm just gonna keep buying them to keep up with the photos I get printed. For everything that was like folded up in my closet, I put in these bags, and then I just did like some masking tape and said what was on them. And I'm just like overwhelmed at the amount of stuff I have. Also, like, none of these jeans fit me, but they're all pretty new, like last year. and I shouldn't move them, but like they're such good quality still. I'm torn. I think they make like wardrobe boxes. I want to find some because it'd be easier to just keep stuff on the hangers, and I think they do make boxes with like a rack in them. So that is on my to-do list for today so I can get some of this stuff packed. Heard back from financing a little bit ago and the appraisal went perfect. So all we're doing is just wrapping up the loan, and I just can't believe how it's working out. By the way, my brother and my husband do the same job. It's the same one I used to do too. So they'll be working at the same place. But my brother was talking to the guy like in charge of the transfers at work, and he was like not worried at all about getting my husband up there because they're shorter staffed than his current facility. And he was like, it's actually should be actually really quick, and sometimes it literally will take like a year plus. So I was actually really nervous that we were going to be up there without him for a while, but everything is working out perfectly and it's making me nervous. And I said that to my brother the other day. I'm like, it's going too well. Like, I'm scared. And he's like, no, we deserve it. Like, our family's been through some shit. Like, we deserve one thing to go right. And I'm gonna go with that. Like, hopefully everything just goes well. There it is. I am back to packing again today. I have my babysitter here today, and I'm going through like, this is all random PR and stuff. So I'm just gonna do a giveaway on Instagram for these and give them to my followers. And then this is all stuff I'm gonna give my babysitter, plus stuff in my bathroom. I'm gonna give some of this to my friends, and then just more randomness. I have so many books. I'm not gonna bring these, so I'm just gonna tell my friends to come over and take what they want and see what happens.